I feel like Game 3 specifically, MVD had all the control on Smashville and even had a bit of momentum on the start of Game 4, but just wasn't able to really extend the lead to the point where, you know, you could really push it and just end the game out in your favor.
That's what it is. Absolutely. All right, folks, moving right along, though. This top 8, or top 4, as it were, must continue with losers semis. One of these two talented individuals is going to get an opportunity to go against MVD for that final cup in the Panda Cup finale. So we'll see who's going to advance, Anathema or Goblin. I mean, both of these guys, Charles, they have been tearing it up through their respective losers runs.
And both representing Florida here, so got a Florida showdown.
No doubt about that.
R.O.B and Roy, I would say the two most common characters in the North America meta.
There's a lot of popularity between these two characters, and really for good reason. And honestly, the South holds a lot of the top talent and representation for these characters. Obviously, two of them on your screen right now in Anathema and Goblin.
Yeah, it's going to be a very scrappy matchup. Both of these characters, once they get combos started, once they get things rolling, it can just result in so much return, right? Obviously, Roy going to be able to string together so many combos and get so many early stocks. And we've already seen what Anathema can do with some of these item tech, the Z-drop recatch into the Nair, and just chain you all the way across the stage. You get all these crazy zero deaths here. Oh, wow, trying to get the double snipe, but both missing here. Get back on the stage. Wait, get the parry in the up air. No, the back air is still going to take the stock here. I believe that probably was a DI mix-up coming out from Goblin.
Both of these two being just such explosive players, you're definitely guaranteed to be treated for a show. Goblin with the first stock. Anathema, though, trying to fire back. I'm going to make that back to top, interrupting, though. Love the pressure from Anathema. But here comes Goblin. Nice, just one opening, a couple of up airs, leading about 31%, and gonna run right in. That's the thing about Goblin. He's always gonna be rushing, always gonna be W keying you down, but the back air, a great answer to just kind of slow that down from Anathema.
Okay, here's the parry on the Nair. It's gonna be such a pivotal thing to know how to do in the matchup, and kind of saving it for all these important moments. Is that? No, saves the double jump here. Very important for Goblin to get back on the stage. These forward airs are so important, but
oh, wow. Actually overshooting a tad bit, gonna get the opening to Anathema, who does not let it go to waste. Now they're gonna take that lead ever so slightly, though, not getting anything off that jab. How about this time? Oh no, tries to scoop him up again. Good Lord, Charles, the hits just keep on coming between these two.
And I love how Goblin has been going for this sour hit of the up air into these back air confirms. Gonna keep it simple here, though. The jab into the back air, but Goblin getting really creative with some of these KO confirms.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the top. Okay. Back to the ledge here.
Look at
Goes for the ledge trap.
Oh, wow, there's a big miss. What? No, Anathema not quick enough to punish.
Yeah, that was a swift fastball here. And of course, the armor on the Roy up special here. Only on the ground, going to be very, very strong. Down here, not going to connect. Going to delay with the double jump. But again, setting up this scenario. Anathema getting so many opportunities right now.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Just throwing his body into the blast zone as well to catch that recovery attempt from Goblin and get that first game. Beautiful stuff all around.
The tracking was fantastic coming out from Anathema, throwing out the fares high and then just following, tracking down exactly where you're going, following the drift, sinking down, and then going ahead and meet Goblin with that rotor arm down there in the bottom blast zone area.
Those fares really kind of just create a situation where you know Goblin's really only recovery route, so having an ability like the rotor arm to just kind of cut that off or clash with it is the perfect option for Anathema. He's going to get that first game.
All right, so game number 2 here. Goblin opening up with the up B combo all the way off stage here. Not really a combo, but I mean, just did a little bit of damage, got the up B on the return, and still racking up a bunch of damage here on this ledge trap. Not gonna catch. Oh!
This is where Roy is so scary, man. He can just be such a menace to you on either side of the ledge. Anathema finding that out, and that's gonna be a stock, no doubt about that. 20%, see you later.
Anathema was just on the right ledge and could not get out of that scenario.
He put him in timeout.
Yeah, and I mean, just was able to trade out maybe like 20 damage, but not too much. All momentum here for Goblin, even getting the down air 2-frame here. Everything just connecting. I love the reverse on the up. You're going to have armor, so even if Anathema coming down aggressively, it's going to completely win out on the trade. And look at the damage it is completely racking up in Goblin's favor.
Yeah, Goblin has this, really switches to that mode. Sometimes just go on these spurts that just enable him to just completely tear through opponents. Anathema being no exception to that rule at the moment. It's still okay. Up for R.O.B, yep. Take that. Oh, tries to catch him. That would have been a sneaky up air.
Okay, neutral air dodge into the down smash, gonna catch Goblin slipping there. Oh, the up smash, not gonna scoop the normal get up here. Laser tacking on a bit more damage, tries to throw the top, catch the double jump at disadvantage, and just going for the raw upbeat to the ledge. Clipping Anathema, ending this relentless advantage state. Let me just take it back, because no, Anathema, it was still their turn, still racking up damage, still taking these stocks.
There it is. I'm Anathema too. I'm still very much so encouraged. Obviously, just knowing those 0 to deaths at times can always lend themselves with the right opening. Goblin though being pretty disciplined, gonna take control up the top as well.
Okay, saving
nice
the double jump.
Oh, actually looks like he's gonna try to jump up for a nair, but Anathema beating him to the punch with the forward air. Okay, oh, just narrowly missing out on this. So many close calls for both of these guys. Up tilt? Yes, sir, that'll be enough.
I believe I saw a spot dodge before that up tilt. Really great stuff to defuse some of the pressure here. Goblin still with a stock lead and tacking on a good amount of damage. Double fair off stage, 37% here for Anathema. Catching the roll in is Goblin. Falling up air again, right into the grab range here. Goblin's positioning is insane right now.
There it is. Man. Oh my goodness. Nice. I love the creativity, right? Like doesn't have to be straightforward, right? Those little custom combos in the moment can pay off so well. Goblin one good hit away from evening this up, one apiece, but Anathema, gyro in hand, can always threaten 100%. Here we go, finding that opening. Good trade. Oh no, we're gonna have some creativity on that one, no?
Right now the top is not in play, and that is going to be really good here for Goblin, but Anathema doesn't have to do a 0 to death to bring it back versus you, so you got to pay attention to all the other fundamental aspects as well. You can't tunnel on just that and counterplaying that, because right now Anathema already racking up 63 damage.
All right, Goblin with the chase down. Doesn't want to get too overzealous though. Got a lot off of that ledge pressure earlier, but kind of let Anathema get back for free on that one.
Man.
And now finds himself in a very terrifying situation. Lucky he did not clash with that back air, Charles. That could have been devastating.
The noodle hitbox here for Roy on that back air. You need that close-up hit to get the stock here. Wow, double jump right into the rotor arm. Anathema is out here right now. And look at this falling up air pressure. If Goblin is able to get a sour up air, could combo into something else, and definitely going for that. The shield looking pretty low here for Anathema, staying grounded.
This is very terrifying.
Ooh, look at the walk.
I'm saying, he knows.
Okay, just a sour hit here. Last stock, last hit for quite some time. Finally, the neutral is going to connect, and the robot is put down.
It was only a matter of time before something got through with that ledge pressure from either one of them. Going to be the nair on the part of Goblin. To Anathema's credit, though, he almost brought that one back.
Oh, yeah,
there were
straight
a couple
up.
instances.
Straight up. Anathema was like, yo, I don't need a top 0 to death you. I can just push the advantage state, win neutral over and over, and really play around the fact that you're tunneling that I'm going for this and fishing for this, and Anathema played around it so well, was not able to bring it back, but Goblin was sweating.
Tell him.
All right, game number 3 is going to be on PS2 here. See what the start is, see which player can really get this momentum. This is loser's bracket. This is your last chance. If you win this, you will go ahead and fight MVD to see who will go into grand finals and join Apollo Kage at the Panda Cup finale.
Very much excited to see that, because you just know that added level of pressure and prestige on the line is just going to make these players play at their absolute best. Definitely see it shining through right now in this loser semis matchup we have right now. Game 3, if you're just tuning in, it's been a battle between the two, and look at that just come through. Side B, man, I mean, the fact that that thing is just like, at any given point, basically just a cross slash powered up from Cloud, right?
Yeah.
All that momentum, all that knockback behind it and power is insane.
Again, I love these falling up air setups coming out from Goblin, and right now, I mean, Anathema was able to take game number 1, not currently in the lead here in this game number 2, and I think a big part of it is Goblin and these recoveries. Anathema really trying to go for these downers, the up air.
Nice.
Going to seal the deal, even things up here. 60% here on Anathema, has the top set up, ready to roll.
Oh, nice. Okay, good fair. Nice, Goblin taking his time getting back.
Wow, that neutral is so safe. Even that backside there, Anathema utilizing all the different angles you can attack with the top, the Z-drop top, maybe into the grab, and it's going to be a big punish, the charge!
That was huge, Anathema. Great decision-making, paying off big time. Going to take that lead back from Goblin.
I love the Z-drop into this mix-up scenario where Anathema can go for an empty line grab, and the top is there for the protection. Anathema being so creative once again with this top. Not only a tool for zero death, but you can use it for pressure as well.
Yes, a lot of it at that. 58% right now for Goblin on this final stock. He needs to slay this one on Anathema. Just been playing out of his mind up until this point. Ooh, nice. Always picking these aggressive options to get back. Oh, there's a big pickup, but it's not going to get the stock.
Still alive, getting the correct DI, maybe, or just being so heavy. The back air so far away, forces the air dodge, and the rotor arms will go ahead and whip punish. Anathema taking game number 3, which looked so in favor of Goblin at the start.
Goblin with that double-edged sword to take care of business, man. Only 60% on him when he got that first KO, but could not maintain that same speed and momentum as Anathema kind of snatched it back within the next minute or so. And you see there a 2 stock in retaliation to losing that previous game.
And again, I think Anathema was just doing a fantastic job with the Z-drop top pressure, and you know, it's just crazy. Again, Anathema, one of, if not the most creative R.O.B, especially with the gyro, and gyro is such a fantastic item. So we're really seeing Anathema abuse that. Go ahead and get all these different games with all these different tactics, which makes it so fun to watch.
Oh. All right, 1 game to go right now for Anathema. And he put it all away. Are we going to a 5th game? I'd love to see a 5th game between these two personally.
Yeah. Okay, yep, just gonna go for that up variant there. Ooh, the Nair one in to the uppy, getting all this good damage here.
Oh, nice. Excellent catch with the back air. Let's see what's going to be the option here. Nice, good way to interrupt. Anathema loves to pick those aggressive options. Goblin finding some answers to him right now.
Look at this shield is looking so low. Goes for the up smash to the lock here. The forward smash to set up the offstage situation. Wow, and Anathema even spacing for that. Just a tad bit off with that downer, but had the right read. You got to be careful.
Just kind of flirted with that. Great punish with the up tilt from Goblin.
These meaty options, these back airs, look, R.O.B just drifting away while going for that as well. Not a lot of characters going ahead and punish that out of shield here.
Okay, nice. Oh, loving these aerials, man. Seeing them just open them up. Look at that. Couple of jabs, why not? We'll set up for all the damage that's coming out of that. Following them perfectly, too. Look at the tracing and tracking from Goblin at the moment. Just having everything well in hand up until this point.
Oh, no, yeah. I like the get-up attack. Just going ahead, trading the damage, setting the top off stage as well. Now look at this Goblin attacking on even more and more damage. The back throw, not quite it. Using all these different projectiles, and Goblin weaves through every single one and does not get hit by the down air.
His ability to just fade, what should be really just noted as great pressure from Anathema. Incredibly impressive on both sides. Both offense and defense from these players, not disappointing. When he presents itself, gonna go for the rotor arm. Maybe a little overzealous on that decision.
Okay, the Nair not going to pick up here. Look at all this safe shield pressure. Even if it's not completely safe, very hard to punish, especially in the moment, right? Yep. Okay, double jump into the gyro here. And, I mean, look at this. Anathema just able to defuse almost every single top situation here. But onto the platform you go, and Goblin is going to take yet another stock. 2 stocks to 1 here. Looks like we might see a game number 5.
It's looking like that's exactly where we could be headed.
Okay, ooh, the Z drop. All right, using the platform as movement options as well, resetting there on those top platforms. Even the side ones here, the extension with the up airs. Goblin is cooking for this damage.
All right. Goblin in a very strong position right now. Just needs to really just kind of hold the stage. Does not need to be too aggressive. Those are those free openings Anathema would love to get.
Oh, the air dodge is used. Okay. And gets past the back air pressure, and it is enough. The forward tilt, great job on the ledge option. Goblin not really rolling too much, so kind of saving that roll, getting past the pressure. Anathema going ahead and trying to utilize that back air to catch the ledge jump, a very common option here in Ultimate when you're on the ledge here. And because being pushed up forward, Goblin was able to get the reversal, which forces this Game 5 situation.
Love it, man. Definitely wanted this Game 5, and here we are. And Goblin winning that last game pretty decisively after letting the third one kind of get away from him midway through. So that's actually a big swing for him to go into this 5th game. Absolutely anybody's, as we see Lilac being selected. Whoa, making his first appearance, for matches that we've been casting in this top 8, Charles.
This changes a lot of dynamics here with the items. If you go ahead and Z-drop on that slant, it's going to kind of eventually bounce off to the right or the left. We'll see. I mean, I know Anathema very ready for it because this is Anathema's counter pick, obviously, but we'll also see Lilat also affects the corner situation tremendously just because you are slanted downwards as well. Here's the grab, forward air, down tilt. Oh, catches the high recovery with the shield here. Big punish coming out from Anathema.
I would actually argue he wanted him to up B right there just for a little bit of a setup, maybe.
Oh, the air dodge made it out.
Oh, Anathema kind of seems like he's creating some of these situations. I like the way he's playing the stage right now. This counter pick looking tremendous for him. Oh, Nafair not going to find anything, but the rotor arm going to find that stop.
And just because I got hit doesn't mean I'm not going to throw out another hitbox here. Anathema trying to get a huge string. The corner carry all the way from the right to left doesn't work out, but getting that stock is such a big deal, especially that there's no more games. This is the last one.
This is it, man. You've got to make this the one where you throw everything. Caution to the win. Anathema finding a lot of success thus far. Can Goblin slow the bleeding? Going to absolutely need to. But he banged up stock for Anathema, but still.
Yeah, this is really going to change up the ledge dynamic as well, because even when you're ledge trapping, that angle downward does change certain hitboxes. Sometimes, you know, hitboxes now can hit a ledge hanging opponent, right? So I like Anathema kind of throwing out this curveball because Goblin, the main win condition are these ledge traps here for Roy. Oh, the slide, there's no double jump here.
He picked them off, and he knew at that point, you said it, no double jump. I don't need to commit any more resources to this. You're not coming back. 3 stocks to 1 right now. Goblin.
Man, this is going to be rough. Anathema.
There we go. Needed that, man. Needed one of those up airs to seal it away.
I like the up throw here on the top, just defusing it as long as possible. Bouncing onto the platform here. Dash attack going to get punished with the down air.
Okay. I mean, Roy can go on these explosive spurts, and he's going to need a big one at the moment. Oh my goodness, but it's only going to come from Anathema, who just absolutely pops off, and for good reason, Charles. One more match to go
with the Z-drop.
The Panda Cup finale. Wow.
With the Z-drop out of shield, this is something that I felt like R.O.B could have been doing for quite some time. And of course, I'm going to see Anathema going ahead and pushing that gyro meta, right? Whether it be for the combos, whether it be out of shield.
Look at that, look at that lurk. Look at that. The
Lurking.
Thug Finals opponent right there in the crowd.
Just lurking.
Our boy Reptar.
Yo, clenching the fist.
I'm saying he's ready.
Clenching the fist.
He's ready. I don't know who you mean, but I'm not trying to find out. Leave it at that. That was good, though. That was really good. And I mean, you know, the back and forth between the two and then just the one dominant win to just seal it away and put Anathema into losers finals. Got to feel good. Obviously, a lot of relief for him as well. You saw the pop-off, very well so deserved. But shouts to Goblin as well. Had a hell of a run to get 4th place. Nothing to be ashamed of in that.
But if you're Anathema, it's not over yet. You need to overcome at least one more opponent for that Panda Cup finale.